So, Season 2 Reloaded is here for Vanguard, kind of. Today's update for Season 2 Reloaded comes ahead of the actual content distribution to follow tomorrow at 9 a.m. Pacific time, noon Eastern, and 5 p.m. in the UK as sort of a preload, if you will. But as it stands, a lot of stuff is either already live in the game and playable, or is worth noting for what is going to be ahead of these scheduled changes as of tomorrow, as this update going live today. So today we're breaking down Vanguard and a bit of the traditional MP side of things in this video, and letting you guys know everything you need to in regards to what changed in the Season 2 Reloaded update for Vanguard. So as we go along, drop your thoughts down below. What do you think of this update? Do you like these changes? Think they're good? Whatever the case, drop your thoughts down below. And if you enjoyed the video, do me a favor, drop a like on it. As well, if you're new to the channel and you'd like to stay up to date with all things Vanguard, Warzone tomorrow, and anything Call of Duty related here in the future, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a single thing. I'd love to have you in the community. And finally, if you guys would like to support the channel a little further, if anything in the COD shop ever interests you, either across Vanguard, Cold War, Modern Warfare, or Warzone, maybe consider using creator code ESPRESSO. It's an entirely optional way to do so, so don't ever feel pressured to, but if you do, tweet me a picture. I'd love to shout out some of your generous support in upcoming videos. That said, let's jump into what changed here at this. So the big things in regards to Season 2.5 are the content-driven stuff that's advertised the most. Things like the brand new Armaguerra 43, that new SMG, the new mode of arms race with vehicles of the motorcycle, the CD-12 transport, the tank, the new map of Alps to go along with that, the new operator of Gustavo, new ranked play divisions and rewards, some zombie stuff, and a few shop items. Now, most of this stuff is scheduled for tomorrow, but a lot of it actually bled through already and is playable or visible in-game right now. Firstly, and perhaps most notably, the Armaguerra 43 appears to be live right now, where you can start unlocking it and getting it ready to go come the sort of integration, if you want to call it that, as of tomorrow when the Warzone update goes out and brings that over into the Warzone side of things. So you can start ranking this up, getting it ready, getting your camos done perhaps, so that once it comes into Warzone, you'll be all good to go. Now for this, you can either unlock it in MP or in zombies, as well as seemingly in the shop, but I think that's something that won't be live until tomorrow. There's nothing in the shop right now that reflects that, but the challenges associated with the Armaguerra 43 in MP are getting 10 hipfire kills in a single game 15 times, and in zombies, killing frozen enemies 400 times with an SMG. So pick your poison here. It's going to take a little bit of time for either one of these, but really comes down to which one you think you may be able to speedrun a little bit quicker, or whatever may feel natural, most relaxing to you. Now, as for arms race, that's actually not supposed to be live, but it is, and it's not necessarily maybe the mode you would have expected here for this. Everything leading up to this point, everybody thought it would be sort of ground war in a sense, but with the recent introduction of 12v12 being in that information pool about it, it more so looked like combined arms, but it's actually seemingly a combination of Fireteam Dirty Bomb, combined arms, maybe a little bit of BR action, then also mixed with Champion Hill, where there's buy stations that you have to buy sort of your create a class or playable aspects of the game. It's a big game mode, similar to ground war in past games, but again, it's 12v12, and you'll find it's a lot of zone play, because you're going after Nebula 5 crates and bombs to set off at each location. Now, you start out with a default STG build, but you can earn cash per kill, capture, and other things here as your team progresses through the game. That you can then use to access buy stations for things like vehicles, equipment, and base weapons, or even your own loadouts if you end up getting enough cash. It's certainly an interesting mode that I'm gonna have to check out a little bit here for this. I'm a little worried that 12v12 might hurt the pacing a little bit and make it not so much fun, but I haven't jumped in near enough to get my full adequate thoughts on the game mode just yet. But it seems cool in theory. I'm gonna jump in and try this out for myself. Maybe you will as well, but just make sure you pay attention to those Nebula 5 bomb notices, because you'll die if they're on your screen. But anyways, some additional MP changes here before we just jump into some of the stuff that's on the back end, the more technical side that's listed in the patch notes. We had something called the Loadout Vault introduced here, which allows seemingly for additional storage of custom blueprints. You could save upwards of 5 beforehand, and it looks like you might be able to save upwards of 30 at this point, but right now it's bugged. It either doesn't allow you in at all and it boosts you back to that main MP menu, or it doesn't allow you to save or interact with much of anything in that sort of user interface. So don't know if it's something that's going to be live tomorrow, or if it's something that will be ironed out and maybe fixed for Season 3 or some other time between then, but that's something that seems pretty cool in theory, but right now we just can't access it. Additionally, we saw a couple of camos introduced here at this, where we'll come back to this when we talk about the CDL ranked play stuff here in just a second, but the Season 2 ladder camos are now visible, as is the Snakebite camo from the CDL Major 1 Championship Sunday viewership rewards, but that I think is something that should be visible as of the 30th, I think it was said. percent, but that's something that's there. It will be visible for all, and of course, if you ended up earning that, you'll have it applicable to every single gun in the game. So definitely nice. It's a universal camo here with this. But jumping over into the more deep dive stuff here, some of the stuff listed in the patch notes, they talked a little bit about some of the sniper adjustments here, which were mentioned earlier, but actually weren't live until this update. So these are going to be affecting your Type 99, your 3-line rifle, and your Kar 98K. Now the Type 99 ended up getting a faster ADS time with less sway while walking, making it ideal for what they say is high risk, high reward sniping, something for quickscopers perhaps out there. The 3-line sniper rifle ended up having a decrease in its flinch when taking fire to allow players to maintain accuracy while holding a position, and the Kar 98K ended up having a little bit of a decrease in the ADS time to give it a better chance in close quarters combat to offer an alternative to the Type 99, but it's still that jack of all trades sniper rifle. So this was something that was mentioned again a couple of weeks ago, but is now finally going to be live here with this update as of today or tomorrow. They didn't really make it clear on if this was live just yet with all these other things that shouldn't be live just yet, but are. So we'll have to wait and see how that all works out. They ended up putting out a decent bit of information in regards to aim assist, where there's going to be a fix here for aim assist within Vanguard. Personally, I notice aim assist either failing or not working properly in Warzone more, and I'll always say it's one of those things that I can play without aim assist or I can play with it, but just don't have it bug out in a gunfight where I have it for 1 second and then I don't for the other and I drastically overshoot an enemy or something like that. Again, give me one or the other. I can do either. But aim assist for Vanguard was mentioned, where they said there was an issue that they finally are ironing out here, where in the back end, the player visibility check, as they detail it in that aim assist system, wouldn't accurately activate. So it's something that would not give you it or would turn off in gunfights many times. So this is something that should be ironed out here with this, but they're still going to be investigating further to make sure it's entirely ironed out. Now, Raven piggybacked off this here actually on Twitter and ended up saying that they're going to have an adjustment here in the next couple of weeks for aim assist and how it works within Warzone. So we should maybe see a more accurate system here now working across the board come a couple of weeks from now, but that was mentioned as well. We saw a little bit in terms of performance and stability changes, giving a little bit more so you don't have as many crashes or things like that within Vanguard. We had a couple of maps changed out with exploits and locations there. You had a little bit of weapon tuning here, in which the stock attachments will no longer display inaccurate textures. The well gun will have ammo attachments that decrease reload quickness, properly communicating that change. A fire audio was made of the KGM-40 so that it would not affect the suppression attachments. We of course have those Type 99, 3-line, and Kar 98K adjustments as well. And then the sniper rifles and marksman rifles overall had a decrease in the flinch intensity by 30% here. And then outside of that, really, it comes down to a little bit of the ranked play adjustments here. We're going to touch on zombies very briefly afterwards, but I say very briefly, and I mean that. Ranked play, of course, was introduced, but there's still a whole host of things being changed out, adjusted, or just straight up added here for ranked play to make it as best an experience as possible, in which they're including a new division of the top 250 in that skill division and leaderboard, with new division rewards and everything that comes along with that. So that 8th skill division is added above Challenger and is only that top 250. This update also added a new top 250 leaderboard to track those 250 players in ranked play, visible to every player in the game. So you can see where your favorite pros perhaps, or maybe your favorite up-and-coming amateurs are in that ranked play ladder. Now, as for the Season 2 rewards here, this is something that's pretty interesting to me. We're gonna have 2 pro issue weapon blueprints, but also those 2 Season 2 ladder champion and ranked veteran camos that we talked about earlier. You also got the 2 charms of I Got Bomb and Mano a Mano, the Don't Be Salty spray, and the Season 2 competitor sticker. Some of the party SR parameters were adjusted here with this, so it makes matchmaking a little bit tighter, so you can end up maybe either avoid smurfing or hard carries oppositely. So some minor adjustments here to ranked play, but changes no less. Now, on the zombie side of things here, rounding everything out, honestly, the biggest thing is kind of sad that it's the biggest thing, that being a dedicated server pause feature. You can finally pause your games in solos, but you can only pause for upwards of 2 hours collectively per match, and you can continue to pause indefinitely in offline or local matches. But I mean, if you're playing online here and only able to pause for 2 hours, if you're going for, say, high round records or something like that, and you have to pause overnight, dude, you can't do it. Like, I don't understand the intricacies or the engineering of this kind of stuff, but that's kind of mind-blowing to me. But we also see in zombies here that we have new covenants, 2 of those, critical expertise and explosive expert, and then some changes overall to how zombies plays on Terra Maledicta and elsewhere. But that's the Season 2.5 or Season 2 Reloaded update here for Vanguard. Tomorrow, we see that Warzone update with Rebirth Island changes, the new event kicking off, and everything like that here coming to the full capacity and what we'll have on offer with that. But That said, I wanted to fill you guys in here on Vanguard ahead of schedule so you know exactly what's changed and what's even playable right now. So jump in, check it out if you guys are at all interested. But for right now, that's where we're going to wrap it up. So I'd love to get your thoughts and feedback down there in the comment section down below. What do you guys think of this update? Do you like it? Do you think it's a little bit out there? Do you not care so much? Whatever the case, drop your thoughts down below. But if you guys enjoyed the video, do me a favor, drop a like on it. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a single thing regarding all things Call of Duty. We just hit 450,000 subscribers, so truly thank you guys for the support there. Looking forward to pushing towards 500,000 as the year goes on. And if you'd like to join us on that road to 500,000, I'd love to have you in the community. That said, thanks so much for watching. Mine has been Espresso. I'll see you guys later. Take care and peace.